I'm here to be screwed with, but that's fine. Draft is more important. Let's have a look. Seren kind of diffed Nemesis last time. Have lost returns learned from their mistakes. Orianna, Rumble, Wukong bans. Kiana's up. Kiana's up. Is it possible to not talk about today's Worlds game? I'm currently watching them. I can certainly keep that in mind. That's absolutely fine. We can certainly keep that in mind. That's very reasonable. Obviously, I know they were a little early in the morning today. Not everyone had a chance to watch them. If we do talk about them, I'll give you enough of a heads up. But I try not to give too many spoilers out. That's fine. You only really have about 24 hours before you're out of date is the problem with Worlds at the minute, because the days move real fast right now. First pick, what are we thinking? Ryze, very strong right now. I think that's fine. Has been pretty consistently a good first pick option alongside the Orianna as your mid laner's blind pick choice. What are we responding with? ERLs will still favor the Jarvans, found more success here than at Worlds. Vi. Easy enough, point and click CC. Yunara as well, still very high priority. Yunara Nico might actually be the angle here. Yunara Vi, where they're going to decide to go. Takes it away from Valiant. Ironically, probably Baus as well. Not that we've seen him play the Vi top in a little while. Ori's been banned Frostwing, so unlikely for Seren to get that unless he wants to find a way to cheat. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Bard. Okay. Okay. Very strong right now if you're very good at it. I've seen a lot of people like Carrier, like Busio, all find a lot of success with the champion in general. AD carry to go with it. Might be in a little bit of trouble then for Valia, but he does have a few interesting things in the back pocket. Corki. Fine. Corki Bard. Lots of early lane prio. Lots of early damage. Corki's not the best matchup into Yunara individually. Yunara actually can punish Corki quite heavily in the early levels. Basically, if the moment Corki uses Fast Bomb, Yunara presses Q and runs at you, and Corki goes, oh dear, I'm out of damage for the next 5 seconds. And Bessa Vi. Fine. Really dangerous combo. You throw the Vi ult, and Bessa ult who is Vi ulted, and you have a good time. Volley Bear away from Sion. Already lost the Poppy. Ban Gragas and feel happy. Might be the angle. I mean, he probably goes AP Jax, but I don't think you're as scared of that here. Although, in fairness, AP Jax to Yunara is pretty rough. You're always at the risk of the AP Jax insta-burst with Counter-Strike angle. And they do ban the Volley Bear. That would have been good. Hey, Monty. It's good to see you as well. I think you just called Bao Sion. Yeah. Did I? Did I just call Bao Sion? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow. Yeah, well, they're going to ban the Jax. Interesting. So they're less worried about the Gragas. I feel like the Gragas is probably the way forwards then. Rammus is a lot harder to get right in pro. Rammus works in solo queue because people lack the coordination to deal with Rammus speeding all over the map. And you don't actually bring that much to the team. He has had some buffs. We saw Beryl attempt at support. It's not great. You okay there in the UK? I know it's late for me, but really, I'm strictly over in Berlin. So it was even an hour later. The main thing is I had Worlds over the last few mornings as well. It's just been a very long set of days. It's been a very long set of days. Yo, good to see you. Krasniak, good to have you in here. Over in Nivea's chat. Pike, it is as well as special. Your pick is really nasty for Galions now. You actually are quite good into Bard. Bard is a very hookable champion. You can pull him out of his magical journey when he tries to escape as well, which can be really nasty. Of course, I've not thought about the Kled. Yeah, it can be pretty annoying to manage here. Ambessa doesn't like dueling it especially, though she has got decent disengage options. Yeah, the anti-healing can be annoying for Ambessa post 6. 3 a.m. for me. Happy to switch. Oh, God, no. Guessing you're out in somewhere out east then. What's that? It's like 6 hours ahead? No, more. More. Oof. Hang on. And, well, that's like 9 hours ahead. You Japan? Kai? Australia. Australia. Do you have a win rate on Kled? No, I don't off the top of my head. I think it's been a bit mixed. Neferi is fine. Lots of target access. Not bad with Rise. Basically, you can just dive onto the Yunara pretty repeatedly. Good skirmishing. Do you want a Gamba? Yeah, go on, Amber. Get that one up, please. That would be appreciated. The words crikey and struth are now banned from chat. Talia. Okay, Talia Vi follows up on the rest of the comp. I actually think Galions have got the more cohesive comp, right? It's very much based around, do you hit the CC from Vi or Pike, follow up with everyone else. I think for Lost Returns, they're looking to skirmish and play the map a bit wider with the Kled and the Magical Journey, the Neferi ult, the Rise ult. You've got a lot of ability to collapse quite quickly with quite high mobility spells and rotations that Galions need to be very aware of. If Galions are already on the same screen, it can get a bit tricky. Pike is inherently very snowbally and inherently very vision dependent. If you lose that, the Vi Pike loses a lot of value. You're still quite short range as Galions, with the exception of Talia, which basically means you're all going to be in range of the Corki Rise AoE damage in a team fight, which is not the most fun. Like, if it comes down to late game team fightings, I worry a little bit about... Oh, come on, really? There you go. That should be fine. Cool. Why do you think LR feels so different comparing 1v1 phase to best of 5? I think Lost Returns were not at their best. I think Lost Returns was still figuring out the meta, had some issues to resolve in terms of how they actually wanted to play the game. I think there was some comms issues. I think Lost Returns still have the flaws they've had all year. Am I initialized? I am indeed. Ben Parker. Immediate pause. Hopefully not for long. Find out. Okay. Shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Why did Reckless switch to support? He had some interesting conversations about this, but basically he felt like he'd gone as far as he could go as an AD carry. Wanted to try something new, and felt like actually a lot of his experience and decision-making skills would serve him well as a support. And he decided actually he'd take the gamble and try moving to support. And there have been a fair number of people he looked up to who did a very similar job and did it really well. So, Paul JJ, Aframu, who else did a really good lane swap that way? I'm missing someone. Was it... Oh, Wink actually did it as well, I think is the one. That's the one. There's been a few, the long and short of it. They'll consistently lose when they're allowed to. Is it reasonable to say they might feel less pressure to perform early on in the tournament? Yeah, partly. Also, I think they're more comfortable in best of fives where they actually are okay losing. They've got enough there to work with. It's like they've actually got room to fix things. And again, their ability to clutch out matters more in an extended series than in the one game where they might just not quite do it. Sven was a good call as well. Thank you very much. I knew there was someone from NA. I was also missing out that one. Why is stream so foggy? That is a good question. It is a little bit, isn't it? I don't know why. That's on their feed end, I think. Core J, yeah, we mentioned Core JJ as well. I think it's their filters. I don't know what they've done to make that happen. Much better for Galions. Yeah, I think Galions have got the more cohesive draft on the whole. The level 6 spike, the one item spike, very, very strong. They've gone for the Taeyun swap to get Corki in the 1v1 versus the Ambessa and get out of the Unara Pike early on. Because actually hooking Kled doesn't lead to all that much. Even if you get the burst, he just dismounts. And Corki should be able to bully the Ambessa. But basically this means that both top lanes should end up losing CS. Doesn't seem to affect the overlay. Yeah, so they've got some weird feed going on. Yeah, so there's a few of us have noticed it. Might be a spectator bug, so it's not a bug. They've got, I think it's color settings that have been a bit fumbled. I think they're resolving it right now. At least production have been let know. There you go. Too much gamma, probably that. It's from the original stream comp. Yeah, it's not my feed, right? So this is the feed I've been granted by the TO. So it's a few of us have noticed it. It should hopefully be resolved. But I will say Lost Returns very scary skirmishing. Much better consistent DPS as well with Ryze, Corki, Neferi, even the Kled, right? That's a lot of damage. So if you fumble the engage with a Vi Pike or you fall behind, things get tricky. Silent Hill Rift. There is a bit of Silent Hill vibes happening. I feel like I'm missing something on my OBS. What am I missing? You're Centaur's the other one, yep. Had a look at the bracket. If LR win here and EMEA Master up in the winter, will be German. Yeah, the very true, will be. You'll all be Hypersal. It'd be really cool homecoming for UOL. Would be really awesome. I mean, there's still KCB, isn't there, to deal with? Or am I just forgetting where KCB are in the bracket? We're assuming LR make finals, right? Roster tier 1 would be hilarious. Good day. Nice to see you. Glad you to start the series. Hell yeah. Going game 1, Baus cleared. Yup. A lot of bans against him. They've gotten this option, which is actually kind of fine with Neferi Ryze. Anyway, lots and lots of target access and collapse, right? Between Charge and Realm Warp and Hound's Pursuit, Magical Journey, you've got lots of ability to just, like, jump on a target from miles away. Yes, KCB versus winner of GLR next. Yeah, that's what's my thinking. So we are making the assumption LR make finals. Which is no guarantee. Hi, I'm today. I have a CFO with Super Banger. It was. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed streaming it earlier today. So myself, Nymera, and Vestian, who is one of the LCP casters, did a bit of a co-stream of it earlier today. Enjoyed it. LR go through like the entirety of the LFL if they make finals. Yeah, between Vitality B, Galions, KCB. I've done quite a lot of them. Galions should get the dragon. Oh. Pykirk. Stun. I think Nemesis might be in a little bit of danger here, but gets to phase rush away. Not quite enough damage in inventory yet. Congrats on the 7 stream streak, by the way, for Gunnerpawn. It's boring without game sounds. The game sounds are on. Might be a little quiet, to be fair. I can up a bit. There you go. Probably a bit of that. Oh, I see what's happened. It's this. That's fine. Drop that there a bit. Put that up. That's fine. I dropped it early for world. I think there's a lot of settings here that have got it a bit off from world stuff. That should be a bit better. It's not coming to us though. It is. For sure. Coming to you. Oh, Bousy. Oh, Bousy. Oh, missing that public execution is wild. Oh, my days. They just can't catch the damn Yordle. It took them forever. That Cloud Skid is a delight. It's wonderful. Just nice and simple. Not been able to watch well since I've been since 11 NA. Yeah, definitely difficult to catch things live at that point. Well, here come the grubs. Little darling. Stayed up for the early match at 1 AM, but I'm so tired from the schedule. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. Well, there go the grubs. The Galions. Good for them. Kled's being a menace in general. Already got towards the tier map, so actually got very good clear. All the while, of course, no one was bot side, so Kled's probably picked up a plate, maybe 2 from this. Has got 2 plates. That's really good news for the Kled. Do I feel like LR could join the LEC? I think in long term, they'd need to prove sustainability and a willingness to actually stick around. And that's not been shown yet, which is partly why, again, they're coming in the sort of pseudo-guest slot. Because there is a genuine issue in terms of, like, actually, if you want to get in, you have to prove a certain amount of consistent financial stability, and Lost Returns have only been around, like, a year and a bit. That's not really long enough on a lot of ways. When Ada, it's not that too early. It definitely helps. Europe's not a bad spot for it. T1 versus DRX late at night, 2022 finals. Yeah, it was. I remember watching SKT versus Rocks semis when it was in NA at like 3 in the morning. Which was pretty crazy. At least today wasn't a 6 AM start. Yeah, that was nice. I definitely am having to take a nap this afternoon purely off exhaustion. After the last couple days. Map 5 was 6 in the morning. Bloody hell. Banger series, they picked MF support, indeed. To counter Ashe Zyra, which had been absolutely smashing the tournament. Nemesis throws out some skills, won't be in too much danger. I think you underestimate a few of the lower tier NA teams. They're not actually that bad. And Lost Ratones have shown enough flaws here that I don't think it'd be quite as simple as that. I think they can make a run for it, right? Of course they can. Seen exactly how well EMEA Masters winners can do before. There ain't no guarantees. Hook on to Reckless, has to flash. That's probably second dragon, unless Crowdy can get a lot of damage with Velia here. Oh, Xerxes misses Q. Oh, a really good tempered fate means that Talia's doing nothing as well. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. The Cosmic Binding just pinned Harpoon and Xerxes together as well. Oh, not Xerxes, and Seren together as well. Reckless just broke their ankles, guys. I'm hoping we get a replay there. Because the Tempered Fate locks Seren down for the whole length. And that means they can just smash Xerxes to the ground and already missed his Vault Breaker. Then after they come out of the Tempered Fate, Cosmic Binding pins Seren and Harpoon together. So then basically the damage is just not there. The DPS is down for like the entire time. So watch Reckless now. Seren's out. They turn on Xerxes, who gets blasted, and now they are down their jungler. Cosmic Bounty across both DPS sources. GG. No re. Very, very smooth. So disappointed. CFL didn't do so well today. I'm not, but I'm also an LPL caster. I think CFL will go through 3-1. Don't stress about it too much. Hey, how's your sleep schedule in EMEA Master on the same day? Should be tough, though. It's not been great. We didn't quite have the incredible 13-game day possibility, but we did pretty much do 14 to 15 hours on air yesterday, which was quite a lot. It was quite a lot. And then by the time I'd, like, gotten off air and had dinner and had a bath and all those kinds of things, I kind of ended up going to sleep at, like, 1, 2 in the morning. At least Worlds wasn't at 6 a.m. today, but it still wasn't a lot of sleep. Is this map 1? Yes, it is. Though generally in League, we call it Game 1. Unlike a lot of shooters, we don't change maps. No Gogor. I mean, we do have Gogor around about. I'm best a secret agent. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not a bad hook. Into the seismic shove. Oh, very nicely done. Clean combo. Won't get them the turret, but still. Hook over the seismic shove into the Phantom Undertow into the death from below. About as slick as it gets for that. Any hope for any Western team outside of FlyQuest to get into the group stage? I think G2 could do it too. They've obviously ended up with an interesting draw. I think if BLG play like they did against 100 Thieves, they are very beatable, especially because they've just not been very consistent. And I suspect G2 will not give it as easier an opening gambit as BLG had against Fnatic with just gank them level 2, boys. Ah, so you are. Thank you for the follow. I mean, the problem is BLG now have the jungle swap buff. They don't need to play Beige One. I will say, people have really exaggerated how different BLG are with Shadow versus Beige One. And the answer is they're not, guys. They have all the same problems with Shadow as they do Beige One. And they didn't lose with Beige One because Beige One did bad things. They lost with Beige One because a lot of their players did really stupid things. Like Bin dying soloed under turret as a Rek'Sai to 2 turret shots because he tunneled under the damn thing is not on Beige One. On just running into the jungle on Elise and dying is not on Beige One. Like, Knight fumbling a horrible flash, having TP'd into 4 people is not on Beige One. Like, those things would happen and do happen with Shadow as much as Beige One. And if you didn't watch LPL regular season this summer, you may assume that Shadow coming in would have been the be-all and end-all. Towards the end of summer, they were losing horribly with Shadow as well, which is why they started playoffs with Beige One. Why we're thinking, oh god, they're going to be a complete disaster. They just need a vibes reset sometimes. It's literally, it's not a honeymoon buff, it's a polyamory buff. They needed 2 junglers in their life. What's all my thoughts on KT? Do you think they are our weakest LCK team? Yes. They're certainly the most obviously flawed, but their strengths are still really good. They team fight very, very well. BDD is exceptional. Perfect is inconsistent, but when he's on, he's very good. And Kuz is a good jungler. Yeah, exactly. Misses EQ and adds flash. Exactly, which sucks, and that's annoying, but it's not like one slight fun for Beige One is not the end of the world. That's not, that game was not on Beige One. And if you think it is, then I don't know what to tell you. And Beige One will yet to see, I'm sure Beige One will see play yet. No doubt. Thoughts on Fnatic if they get knocked out? Expected or surprised? Kind of expected. They were happy to be here. They got a little unlucky with draws, but they should have beaten. They fumbled against BLG. And kind of got rolled the gate day one. LCK and LPL are good teams for fighting when they're at 1 HP. Oh, for sure. A Harpoon is dead. Oh, the bear trap on a row angle. Very nicely done. Belly gets in the backside. Calls for pack to avoid the DPS. Continues chasing onto Zuelis, who can't quite get out. Ragnar tries to find a public execution out and can't. Gets rooted in place by the Rune Prism. Dead. LR in extended fights are still really scary, because basically if Galions don't land their 100-0 combo, it's doomed. And this is 2 fights in a row now where Harpoon has just not been able to play the game. And there's so many ways to get onto Harpoon. Watch. And joust forward, bear trap in a row, pull him back. Bounce pursuit, burn flash, has no E, dead. BDD is also having a very good year, so I think BDD is scary. They are still KT, incredibly inconsistent, incredibly vibes-based. Skip a load of steps to make things happen. They actually had a fairly good read going into top esports about how to just basically say we're just going to keep forcing at objectives time and time again before you get a chance to do anything in between and finding these skirmishes. And I think top esports are drafted quite poorly today. If Perf and Dogtag can play like the last few days, they can stroll through to semis for sure. Yeah, depending on their draw. But they have to play like that. And how regularly do we not see that? Nice idea from Zoelis there. Did at least get the kill. Important. Who died? It was Nemesis. Rise died. Thank you. Always a little bit scary when your Pyke is not ahead of the curve, though. Feels really, really, really bad considering what he's supposed to do with the Your Cut passive. KT might be a DRX 2022 run. Tane? I'm here for the narrative. I think brains might explode. Reminder, I don't think KT have ever made it further than quarterfinals at Worlds, by the way. Even when they were like the best team in the world, arguably in 2018, and just ran into Invictus Gaming on their generational run. And you had that insane series in quarterfinals. Nemesis more deaths than Bouts. Very true. Somehow, some way. What's up, people? Hey, Diablo. Good to see you. This stuff, more tea. Tea for the tea god. Bouts framing down river, can charge. They know he's got to know as well as you walked across the wall. Okay, he charges away, he can't be stopped. Ult for ult. That actually also pulls them away from Atakan. Yeah, Xerxes, you need to not be there. You're 2 levels down on this Neferi, by the way. He's got Profane, Hydra, and Shojin. This is the very, very, very burst-heavy Neferi build. Because basically, whoever gets ulted by this Neferi will have a horrible time. That Tempered Fate sucked. Oh, Nemesis blew up to Alice. We'll die for it. Pulls the pack. Xerxes survives. Eviscerate away. Can heal off blue buff. Maybe required to. Oh, they're jumping on a Harpoon. Oh, Bousy! Oh, yeah, Harpoon's just dead. Yeah. About to say, that's going to be a bad time. Dark and Daggers 1. Dark and Daggers 2. Healing comes on through. Calls the pack. Bring back the dog. Turns on to blue buff. Oh, Bouse. Bousy. Bousy, my guy. Bouse. Bouse. Well, now you can't Atacam. Isn't going to happen again. Yeah, I think Dog Dam's just quite inconsistent, right? And even against, like, even in the game where on that Caitlyn where they won against Fnatic, let's be real. Fnatic, was it against Fnatic? No, it was against Mkoy. The fact that Dogdam received 3 shutdowns in that Atakan fight to go from being 2,000 gold to being 1,000 gold up just doesn't happen. Like I do think Dogdam is inconsistent just as general as RKT. They get the Atakan, actually, by the way. We'll talk about other things. I wonder whether that might be a bit more of a flip. They may well still just lose the fight afterwards, though. So Atakan for, like, everyone dying could be rough. Value now resets, can go again. Harpoon is a dead man. Can't run far enough away. Arc of Ruin won't be enough. Profane Hydra does its things. Trying to reset here. Can Clegg get the interrupt? I think he can. Zoelis is a dead Pike. Bard's going to find him. Deep water dive. Comes out of stealth. Loses his celestial opposition. Bear trap and a rope doesn't proc. Bass going to go keep charging after him. Does have charge. Won't need it though because he's got joust. And just finds the auto. Did he just use the... Did he just Titanic Hydra auto on the ward to get the kill there? Is that how he got the kill? Hang on. We'll get a second. So it does come down to a flip. Which Xerxes wins, which is nice. The fight after, though, is a disaster. Immediate double kill for Velia. Into an immediate double kill for Velia. Sorry. Double kill for Crowny. Into a double kill for Velia. Yeah. Yeah, you still lose everyone for the Atacant. That's a lot of gold to give over. And now you're going to lose the Dragon as well. That'll be sole point. And not going to lie, Rise, Neferi, Kled, all horrifying with Cloud Soul. Corky's not bad as well, actually. Though he doesn't have to choose to proc it as easy did. Peter maybe keeps his form by some miracle, but Doc, Dumb, and Perfect are going to fall off so hard. They are wild players. Did he kill? Yes, he did with the Titanic Hydra Auto off a ward. Oh my god. It is the Titanic Hydra Auto. There you go. Genius. Genius. OLS is a dead man. Pike from behind is not a fun experience. Xerxes is on a Vi. You go one direction and that is in. To an early grave. They're losing 14-5. Tarzan was also close with the objective fights. He's just a really good jungler, is the honest answer. Tarzan is arguably the best jungler in the world. I think he's been on insane form. So, really good to see him turn up and play. I think Lost Return smashed this game for the record. If I said something different, it shouldn't be. I think Harpoon's actually played a really good tournament. I wouldn't judge him on this one game, Gabriel. And if you are, I think that's an issue. Looking like a shipwreck, stealing that one from a cast at some point. I do apologize, Dickerish. It's mine now. Thank you for feeding me inspiration. You're part of my ghostwriting team now. Zoelis is dead, I think. Oh, nearly Titanic Hydra'd him. I demand 25% royalties, yeah, of the 13 cents I earned from ad revenue this stream. Is Galions really this bad? No, I don't think so. They're actually quite a good team. But I think they have run a Pike draft that has not snowballed early. They just pick up Nemesis. Faust is here. So is Velia. Oh, hang on. Titanic Hydra Order. Seren is so low, by the way. Dogs go forward. Xerxes lands the Cubit over his Crowny. They burn the minefield. They're also dead. They're also dead. Oh, dear. Now Reckless is here. They tried to kill Nemesis and try and play to say, look, you're on the other side of the map. We've got this. And then, unfortunately, the collapse timer from Lost Ratones is incredibly short. Why are we pausing? Much for the follow. Martina. Charging over to get towards Baron. Hey, Simi, good to see you. Veli's having a really good time of it. Didn't have much fun the first time they played Galions. It's actually having a really good time on the Neferi here. This build is so high burst as well, with Shojin stacked and Profane Hydra. Darkin Daggers also basically insta-stacks Black Cleaver, which is very, very nasty on Neferi. 4k lead in bot lane as well. I mean, this Yunara just doesn't get to play the game. But I'm not sure what Yunara does differently here to play the game from this position, though, you know? This will happen pretty much every fight unless someone defends you. And the only way that happens is if you get to go first and have vision control, which just hasn't happened. Because on even terms, you will have at least one person, like, just jump at your face. Do my eyes deceive me? Bounce with 4 kills, only 2 deaths? Oh, this had better be a win. Yeah, I mean, exactly. The Kled has worked. On God. Been a good pick. Yunara into Pyke. I mean, it's very, very lane dominant, but that's partly why the Taeyun swap was really valuable, because Pyke into Kled is significantly less good on the whole. And so they didn't actually get the early lane dominance they were hoping for. Ironically, I think what you should have done is send Harpoon up to lane versus the Corki, because Yunara wins the 1v1 versus Corki. Oh, where did the audio go? Oh, there it is. Suddenly very quiet. Tempered Fate, Harpoon just about survives. Seren's okay. Oh, Nemesis, not great. Dies. Public Execution, nah, they've just got too much gold. Got too much gold. It's going to be a lot of kills for the Yunar, from the Neferi and the Kled. Nice attempt by Galions, but in the end it's full house. 2 for Baus. 3 for Valia. GG. Nice. Nice, just hit them with wallets. The work there is done.